Hello everyone, my name is Anuj Jindal and today we are going to take some case studies on management and finance for RBI and NABARD examination 2018. Now, the reason that I have picked up case studies as a method of study is that case studies are make the entire method of understanding the concepts of anything and everything very easy and very interesting. Number two, case studies in management are now a favorite for RBI. They have been asking case studies for the last 2 years, and in fact, in 2017, the level of case studies was very high in management. They can move to case studies format in finance and economics as well. You cannot stop them from doing so. And finance case studies are very easily available anywhere and very frequently used even by MBA colleges. And therefore, it's very important that we try to understand anything and everything through case studies so that we are ready for the examination better than others. So, let's start with the case studies for today. The first case study is Rajan has an option of taking loan from his relatives. These people have assured him to give loan at a low interest rate. So let's find out the keywords that we have here. He wants to take a loan from his relatives. These people have assured him to give loan at a low interest rate. So what is the concern? Low interest rate. So he decides to use debt as a source of financing his project. Here we can see that he has concluded or he has come to the conclusion that he's going to use debt as a source of financing because of low interest rate. Now he goes to different relatives and friends to see if he can get a cheaper source of debt with even lower rate of interest. More keywords here. What we see here is that he's focused, very much focused upon the rate of interest that he has to pay. Identify the factor or factors affecting choice of capital here. What kind of capital is he looking for? He is looking for fixed or long term capital. That also you should understand. He is not looking for working capital, and therefore he's so concerned about the interest rate. And what is the factor that is affecting his choice of capital? Interest rate. What is interest rate? Interest rate, the cost. Interest rate is the cost that you have to pay on the debt that you're taking. So the answer is cost of debt. Risk consideration. Is he considered about risk? Not at all mentioned in the question. Is he considered about flexibility? No. Is he concerned about control? No. Is he concerned about cash flow position? Not at all. So the answer is very simple. Cost of debt. Let's come to the next one. Neeraj, a sales representative of Omkar Limited, has changed 7 jobs in the last 1 year. So that is something that you don't see regularly. So there's something wrong here. He's a hardworking person, but he's not able to finalize deals with the customer due to his inadequate vocabulary. That is one keyword. And omission of needed words, another keyword, very similar to the first one. Sometimes he uses wrong words because of which intended meaning is not conveyed. So there's something wrong with his vocabulary and with his English. All this created a misunderstanding between him and his clients. Which element of directing is a problem being faced by Neeraj in the above situation? What is the problem here? The problem is that he's not able to express himself in English properly. He's not able to tell or he's not able to express what exactly is he wanting to say to the client. What exactly is the point that he's trying to make? If the client is not satisfied with his argument, if the client is not satisfied with his company, with the sales pitch, then he has to convince the client, but he's not able to do that because of inadequate vocabulary, because of omission of needed words, and because of usage of wrong words as well. So what is it? It is a problem of communication, very simply. Motivation is not at all a problem. He's highly motivated. He's hardworking person, means that he's motivated towards his work. Leadership is not at all mentioned here. Supervision is not mentioned here. So the answer has to be between motivation and communication. But he is a motivated person, and therefore the thing that is missing in Neeraj's personality is communication. So that is our answer. Let's come to the next one. The same question, the same case study, another question that can be asked. Choose the communication barrier which Neeraj is facing as discussed above. So this kind of question was asked in RBI 2017 also. In that, there was some question related to eye movements of communication in communication, and he had to identify what kind of problem or what kind of communication method is it wherein eye movement is involved. So that is something related to ocular, which means eye or which means vision. in this question, it says choose the communication barrier which Neeraj is facing. So, what are the various communication barriers? You should be aware about them. Personal barrier, is it a personal barrier? No. You might feel that it's a personal barrier because this is something related to his personality. This is something that he lacks personally. So, you might get confused. So, let's keep it aside. Organizational barrier, is this something related to organization? No. Is there something related to psychology of Neeraj? It is not so much a barrier of psychology as a barrier of speaking language skills, linguistic skills. So this is not an answer. Is it a semantic barrier? Semantic literally means language and usage of words. So our answer is very simply semantic barrier. Personal barrier would be present when he is not willing to, let's say he is not willing to express himself, or there is something that is personal about Neeraj that is not allowing him to express himself. But this communication barrier is fitting directly with semantic barrier because semantic literally means language or words. The usage of your language, the usage of your words, the way you choose your words, all that signifies semantic barrier. So our answer is simply semantic barrier. So this is about case studies in this particular lecture. In this lecture, we have taken very basic case studies. In the next lecture, we are going to take some advanced case studies related to the same topics: communication, motivation, leadership, all these things. So let's move forward. Let's wait for the second video to come out, wherein I'm going to take certain more